Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Patreon over the Patreons. It's the patriarchy Patreon. That's what I call this show now. Because the bloody male patriarchy, it's keeping us all down.
You too?
Yeah! Me more than most.
Oh, yeah?
Because I'm such a feminist.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I am. Because I bleed whatever colour blood comes out of women. I don't know.
What? Is that the discussion?
Yeah. Well, they're different, aren't they? They'd have some, it'd be more...
There's some variation.
Yeah, it'd be thicker and more messy or something.
Cloddy.
Yeah, cloddy. Have you ever seen Kelly, have you ever seen a tampon pulled out with all the blood on it? It's horrendous, isn't it?
Yeah, I do every month.
When you see them,
When
you see them in the little packet before they go in, they're a delightful little thing.
Cute little guys.
Lovely little thing. And then when you see one of them whipped out when it's soaked up all the blood, horrendous. Horrendous, like a horror movie Transformer.
Yeah.
It started as this little thing, and then it comes out. It's like a fucking bowling ball.
Yeah, it's awful. I was just telling Jack last night how bad it is for me. I was like, 25% of my month is fucking awful. And this last month, I was in so much pain. I was screaming and crying all night.
I always say that about places that have snow 10 months out of the year, and then they brag about their summer.
Their summer, yeah.
They always go, "Oh, you got to come here in the summer. Not worth living. Not worth living. If you dated a woman who was on a period 8 days out of 10, I don't care how hot she is those 2 days.
Yeah.
Not worth it."
Also, in those places, because people say that about Chicago a lot, but in the summer, summer in Chicago is not great either. It's really, really
It's
humid.
too hot.
Yeah, it's too hot, so humid, and tons of mosquitoes.
You have
thanks.
you have a good couple of months in Chicago.
Not even.
It's the fall in
Your
Chicago.
spring, your
is the best.
your end of spring, your beginning of fall.
Yeah.
But bloody cold.
I've said all along, those are pyramid schemes, all those cities. Anywhere where it's really cold, somebody went there like during one of the spring or the fall. They built like a cabin. They're like, "This is beautiful. We're gonna make." They built a cabin there, and then the winter came, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And then they invited their friends in the spring. "Hey, come up here." And they're like, "It's great." And then they built a cabin, and then the fucking winter came, and then they invited 10 more of their friends, and so on. And then you have Chicago, you get Milwaukee.
You know what they are? They're like back in the day when you used to have to buy albums. And you bought an album because there was a song on it that was in the charts. And you go, "Oh, that song's a banger."
Yeah.
And then you buy the album, and none of the other songs are even close.
Yeah, you just keep playing the one song.
Yeah,
over
and then
over.
you try to convince yourself, it's a good album.
Number 3 is pretty good.
Yeah, I can see what they're doing here.
Yeah. Pittsburgh is
All
who let
right,
the dogs out.
Chumbawamba, I'll put this away.
That is crazy. Like the kids these days will never know. But it's like you did buy the CD, and if it was to listen for one song and the rest of the album was trash, like remember how much time we spent just changing CDs just to get 1 hour of good music? Ugh.
Yeah,
awful.
we had it hard.
Life was difficult.
We
back
had it
then.
hard. We had it hard.
Radio?
No, but the radio didn't.
Wait, John, I'll call you John.
You can.
John.
Yeah, okay, I'm in trouble now.
John.
Wait, you can call people named Jack John, right?
I am
Yeah,
John.
His
He is
name
John.
is John.
Wait, your name's John?
Yeah, John William.
Jack's an abbreviation of John. Everyone knows that. It's the
I didn't know that
It's
before
the
I did.
His name's
stupid
John William Hackett.
shortening of any name on earth.
It doesn't.
It's the same.
It doesn't make any sense
It's
to
the
go from
same
John to
length
Jack.
of letters. Yeah, and
I
it
don't get
does
it.
John Jack. I think Jack's ever so slightly quicker to say. Jack.
Well,
John.
Jack is better because of the hard consonants. It's a better name than John.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jack. Yeah, but
Yeah.
okay, hey, John.
John William Hackett.
So when you're in trouble, you get John
Yep.
William. I had to
Yep.
call him John William when you're really in trouble. Hey, John
Right.
William.
So-
J-Dub.
So, John, what we did was we used to listen to the radio, and you'd have a cassette in the radio, and when a song came on that you like, you'd press the record button so you could
Oh,
get
really?
that song.
Yeah.
So that's how. I don't even know if it was legal, but that's how you got music off the radio.
Well,
and you-
what you would do is you'd actually I would use a cassette and I would just record radio constantly. And then from that cassette, you would take the songs you'd have a double cassette deck. I don't even know if you know what that is. You'd have
I can picture it.
Yeah, there's two cassettes. And so you'd put the one radio cassette in here and you'd get it to the song you like. and then you'd simultaneous hit record and play to get that song onto here.
Right.
Then you'd stop it, and then you'd make this mixtape like that.
But every song
Yeah.
you liked had a DJ talking
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
first few seconds of
Yeah,
it.
so
the ramp up. You're like, fuck.
My
these.
car had a cassette player, but I used to buy albums because I heard it was better sound and all that. And then you on the first thing I do is I go home and play the album, and I would record it onto a cassette, so I had the cassette for my car, and we were living in hell. And then when remember that little digital audio tapes that didn't last long.
Nope. They were like this big, and they were like, "This is a wave of the future." They lasted like 2 years.
Yeah, I don't remember those. I remember the first time I ever heard Barbie Girl on the radio. I had caught the tail end of it, and so I didn't know if it was a real song or a joke song.
No.
And so I sat in my mom's van for like 3 hours waiting for it to play again. And it was so exciting when it came back on again. But man, we had a lot of time on our hands back
Well,
then.
what you do is you listen to the charts every week. When they bring out the charts, they do the top 40, and there'd be 7 songs you wanted to record. So you had to listen to 40 songs to get your 5 or 6 or 7, and then you'd hit the record. And then you go.
Yeah, and then also television shows. I knew they would repeat, and so if you saw something you like, you'd wait for the rerun to come on. And there was a Muppet show, and it was that song "For What It's Worth." Do you know that song?
Yeah.
It's like stop.
The Buffalo
Buffalo
Springfield
Springfield.
song.
Stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look. And it was all the Muppets like in this jungle, and they were like, stop. And then they did this thing, and I loved it. And I knew that was going to come back as a rerun. So I'd watch the Muppet Show every week, and I'm like, is this the one? I didn't even know it was Buffalo Springfield with that song and the thing. And I was like, and I'd watch it. I'm like, fuck, this isn't the one. Like every fucking. And now you can just Google it. No fucking problem.
Remember
Lazy.
In about 1986 or something, there were some pandas visited Australia, and I went a little bit panda crazy. I was 10.
What band
I was like all into pandas for about a month or something, right? But I remember they were showing footage of a panda giving birth to a baby panda, and it was and we went out to dinner or something, and then I remember I didn't set the video, and I was like, I'll never get to see that. There'll never be a time where I'll get. And now if I went panda giving birth, I could see like fucking 15 of the cunts doing it.
All from
hours
different
of
angles.
footage.
It's the same birth, just different angles.
Yeah.
You can see the fucking panda with a camera, like a what do you,
You
call
can
it?
see
A
the
GoPro on top
conception
of another
process,
panda. Fucking
yeah.
watch it, yeah.
That's why I don't understand how like Funniest Home Videos still exist.
I think because people will sell those directly to them before they release them on the. I think that's like part of the deal. Is like they'll sell them.
But it used to be like that was the only place we could see fails. That's why that show was so successful.
Yeah. And now I would assume there's a lot more people like setting up scenarios to make funny videos. You know, like everybody's a content creator now, whereas back then it was
you know what
like
else
real.
it is? Is you think people have seen all those videos because you've seen them, but sometimes I'll be following someone and they'll put a video that was viral from 2 years ago on, and they'll be like, check this out. I'm like, oh, you haven't seen this yet.
Yeah.
So I think that's why that show still works, because people just haven't seen all the videos, you know? So I don't know.
Yeah. What's your favorite fails? I like hot chick fails and fat people fails.
Fat People Fails is good.
Fat people fails. I don't know why it's funnier. It just is. It just is because it's always.
It's so much more painful and embarrassing.
Well, it's also because they're trying to do a sporting activity that they shouldn't do. They're going, I'm going to get on this wave surfing
Diving board,
thing.
yeah.
They're doing it. Now, hot chick fails is good because there's always an element of vanity that has led to the fail.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're
She's looking at herself in a mirror and falls down a manhole.
Twerking.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
something.
yeah. They're posing on the beach, wave wipes her out.
Yeah.
Where if you weren't fucking posing and paying attention to your surroundings, you would have been fine.
That's very much like the Instagram account influencers in the wild. Usually
yeah.
something happens to them. I like the Instagram account. I think it's children getting hurt. It's always like somebody kicks a ball, it hits a kid in the face while they're running, and they like fly everywhere.
Did you see an influencer in the wild, that woman getting arrested?
Yeah.
It's like today.
Wait.
It
Oh,
happened
no,
today.
I didn't.
There's a woman.
Get it up first.
There's a woman posting, and like, she's getting arrested and saying, "Wait, can I post this, please?" And the cops are
Oh
arresting
my gosh,
her.
yeah, let's pull it
Yeah,
up.
it's called Influencer in the Wild.
I was
It's
featured
a-
on that page.
It's a huge account.
Oh yeah, when you called Applebee's.
That's right. And the comments hated me.
Yeah. Like, what kind of fucking asshole wastes people's time? Like, it's Applebee's.
Imagine that internet. Imagine the internet being mean.
4.9. There she is, the third one.
Okay, let me record this screen real quick.
Yeah, Influencers in the Wild is a fun account if you don't follow. There's a guy at the Vandenberg Gate, by the way, and they just show you all these influencers. I don't know if you've ever seen this, Jim. All these influencers and very
Well, it's not even
inappropriate
influencers. It's just people trying to take selfies
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Can I post this first?
She's getting arrested.
It's sent to the wrong place. 1 second.
Yeah,
I'll play it again.
yeah.
There it is.
Why is she getting arrested?
I don't know.
Okay, put your hands behind your back, please.
Can I post this first?
Yeah, all she says is, "Can I post this first?" As the cuffs are going onto her.
Could you hear it, Jeff?
Yeah, I can hear it.
But on this
Can I
account, there
post
are a
this
lot of
first?
influencers like on the beach getting knocked over by waves and stupid shit like that too. Yeah.
Isn't it? I used to follow one boyfriends of Instagram, and that's like because
yeah.
I dated Instagrammy people for a bit, and fuck me.
There was a moment when I was
Fuck me, never again.
There
That
was
was
this
one
one.
of the selling points of my wife.
Yeah. They're like, okay, we're gonna do this, and they're running, and yeah.
It's just so awkward to see it out of context.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are such cunts, aren't they? Like we really are the
It,
worst.
it is crazy how there's no shame whatsoever.
Look at the guy. Go up again. The guy at the gate in Berlin.
I went away to Hawaii with
Which one,
my
sorry?
wife on about our 5th date.
There, the gate.
And that was one of the things where I was in love with her. I was like, oh my God, she didn't make me take photos for an hour.
Yeah.
And I was
sounds
like,
nice.
at that age group, I just sort of,
Oh my god.
Now you know where that is.
yeah. Yeah, I know where the Brandenburg Gate is.
Brandon. Yeah, like when we were there, that's where the guy was singing "Don't Worry, Be Happy." Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, it's just very inappropriate people. But there's a lot of ass shots.
Oh my god. What is the girl bending over in the middle?
This
right
one?
there. No, down.
No,
This one?
she's just twerking next to the beach. What is wrong with you, Kelly?
Oh, she's. But like,
She
yeah,
looks
that-
like she's in Phuket.
It's so sweet.
it's
Oh my god. What the fuck is she doing?
Influencers in the wild.
They have a board game.
Yeah, I was playing a demo version of it.
All right,
and then they
do
filmed
do
it.
hot chick next to Queen's Guard.
This one?
Yeah. You know what? I gotta say that the guys with the furry hats who aren't allowed to move and talk because they're tourist traps. They don't do shit. I've
Jack.
said this all the time.
I'm on hold with the apple.
Wait, so you were playing the game, Jack?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were on this account.
yeah.
I didn't know I was either.
And that was something you had to do.
He got reposted.
Hey, I have a question for you. I have like 100,000 followers on Instagram. If I ate there and like took pictures, would I be able to get like a comp meal?
I don't think so. If you want, I'll transfer you to my managers if you like.
Oh, sure, thanks.
Sure.
So that's one of the
That's
one of the
cards,
challenges or
yeah.
something.
And then they drop the call.
How are they getting India for doing the game?
They said you were bothering. Well, let's see. Let's take out the comments.
Yeah, it's just like you're wasting this person's time. It's like he works at Applebee's. It's not
Well,
busy.
It's still no. That's the game's fault, not Jack's. I agree. You're wasting someone's time.
Where are the comments? Is that
Wait,
that?
who has this game first, Jack?
Jack has it.
You own this game, Jack?
No, a friend had it. A friend's like friends with the person who runs
Just got secondhand embarrassment. I'm under the influence that influences.
Me and my wife.
Oh, wow, there you go. There's a mean comment.
My wife always and me, we always give each other dares to do. And one of the dares we do now is when we eat a meal and there's there's a certain amount of food left on your plate that becomes unboxable.
Yeah.
Right? There's a certain amount where you go, I can still take this amount home. But once you get down to maybe a fifth of your meal left, you can't box that.
Right.
You got to
Couple
just give,
bites left, yeah.
Yeah, you got to give it back.
up.
But my wife will box like 2 strands of spaghetti.
Two strands. Go up, Jack. I think this one falls off the wall up there. That's what we're trying to find here. Go up a little bit more. See the one on the wall there to the right of you?
Take a look.
I hope she falls. I'm hoping.
We at the Waffle House.
What?
Yeah, okay. There you go.
How did that even happen?
She fell, but to the wrong side.
Yeah,
she
she
fell in the
she
dock.
chickened out.
Yeah,
I think this one's really painful.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, ugly girls.
Nothing wrong with her. Haven't even seen her face. And me and Forrest are like, good looking girl.
Oh, yeah, that would have hurt.
Right on her bare ass onto some sharp rocks.
I don't think this is good radio. We'll stop looking at these.
Okay, yeah.
Jack, have you prepared anything for the Patreon?
I did.
What do you got?
Influencers in the wild.
It's been quite a while.
Now that we've got the screen working, you can see the comments.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I'm
good.
scared.
Good. That'll be fun.
We'll see if it works. Otherwise, I'll hide them next time.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this already. I actively try not to look at comments.
I know, me too.
Don't they have to give us 5-star reviews?
Different comments. I do ones on YouTube because those are
Very hurtful.
very mean. I got a lot of. There were a lot of Jack needs to stop talking.
These don't
etc.
bother me anymore.
That's good, man.
Yeah, throw them at me. Somebody commented on my other podcast that I do, the Merman podcast, that they found me there because they just started listening to this podcast and they got 20 episodes in and they were so angry with me they found me on there to yell at me. We should read the comment because it's very funny. I think it's funny. He thinks it's very hateful. It made me laugh.
Well, this one's a nice one. I think Arnie is adorable.
Yeah. Hey, Arnie.
You can't get enough of a cute dog.
Hey, buddy.
I say let him do whatever he wants and interact with the guests.
We don't want him to eat the guests.
He's got some flashbacks.
He's
that go on.
always nice to me, that dog. He
No.
never-
Yeah.
Once he knows you, he's good. But when it's a new person, if they reach out and do some weird stuff,
Yeah.
I was about to say he does know me. And he still.
Yeah, he's a little bit of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You
Yeah.
never really know what you're going to get, and we don't really want him to fucking
He's like
destroy a guest on there.
He's like the tiger who ate Roy.
yeah. He looks cute, but he's dangerous.
They're talking about
I tell
Get
you
him for
what,
the
I
camera.
just watched Vegas Vacations on Netflix right now. I watched all the vacation movies with my son. And I watched Vegas Vacation, and it's all set in the Mirage, and there's a bit where he gets called Papa Giulio or something like that. The son, Rusty, starts winning.
The Mirage where you perform, by the way.
Yeah, the Mirage
That's it,
where I perform. And he gets my hotel room that I get when the thing, and he comes in, the TV lifts up and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's that bit, and there's that bit. But there's a bit where they go in and he's having a party and they're in that pool. Now we all know how big that pool is.
Yeah.
And they're shooting it from one angle, so you think the pool might be very big.
Right,
but
right.
they're like shooting right at the edge. And there's like 15 chicks in bikinis in that pool. That pool would be
full.
rammed.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably had to take some water out.
And doesn't he point over and he asks where someone is? He goes over there, and it's like
he
a
goes,
wall.
I'm trying to find this young kid that Papa Giulio, who is turns out he's some teenager who's been ripping the casino off. Oh, and then Chevy Chase goes, I think I just saw him. He's over there, right? And the way he points, he's standing next to a wall.
Movie magic.
Was that cool for Hank to see because he's been in that hotel room, so it's like,
it's a lovely
Yeah.
hotel room. It's the best one I get all year.
Lots of mushrooms.
But,
I love doing mushrooms in that backyard.
yeah,
Allegedly.
So that was fun for me.
Yeah,
I've never seen any of the vacation movies.
If you see it, it's all in the Mirage.
you
They're
gotta
so,
see 'em.
they're
That's the
so
biggest one.
good. They're so good. Start with the original one.
Okay.
The original one's
The original
very-
one's the best.
Yeah, the original one's the best, but Europe's very good.
The Vegas one's okay, but you'll like it 'cause
the
you'll
Christmas
recognize
one's
it.
a classic.
Christmas is the Hackett family tradition. Every year we watch the
Okay,
Christmas one.
I'll watch that this year.
The Christmas one's very good too. And what's her name's in it? Julia Louis-Dreyfus is the
Yeah.
neighbor. So she,
They're so good.
the original one is classic. John Candy's in that one too.
Yeah, John Candy's.
So
It's very good. The original one. Right, like, there's a bit where he ties his dog to the bumper. Like I'm ruining one joke, right? And then he gets pulled over by the cops, and he forgot to untie the dog, so the dog ran along with the car for the first few miles, and then in the end, there's just bones scattered down the street. And me and my son were laughing so hard at Chevy Chase's response because the dog's really awful to him. He hates this dog, right?
Yeah.
And my wife is like, "Why is that funny?
Oh god.
A dog being tied to a bumper?" I go, "It's not real.
Well, he didn't get let go in a field, so it's fine.
It's not real. It's just a funny thing."
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things happen in that movie that are bad, that aren't real. Yeah.
My son turned to me and he goes, "You know what's good about this movie, Dad? It just keeps getting worse for him." And I'm like, "You found out the secret of comedy."
Yeah.
God, he's smart.
Yeah, I had Jack and Alex watch their first car chase last week. That big car chase
That
that
one was
happened in
epic.
LA, and Alex was so obsessed with it. He was like standing right in front of the screen, and he's like, "I like this guy. I hope he gets away." I was like, "Oh God."
It's like a TV show. I'm rooting for him.
Did anyone find out what he did?
He
I
killed
don't
5
know.
people.
It became like that car chase became like a Blues Brothers movie.
Yeah. He
Like
stole
there
3
was
cars.
so many fucking. He stole 3
Yeah.
cars. There was so many cops, and then they go, they have him now in a dead end, and there's literally, I'm not kidding, 30 cop cars, and he's in a dead end, and he just turns around and just drives through them all.
Yeah. He just like goes just to the left over the lawn and then
Yeah,
out.
like-
It really felt like we should have been listening to Yakety Sax.
I mean,
as a
I was
soundtrack.
cheering for him.
Yeah,
It's not
So
like
is
that.
Alex.
It's not like that in other cities in this country, though. They show car
We
chases.
have the best car chases.
No, but LA, they make it like a movie or
Yeah.
something. Like, and in Miami, I remember they would show a car chase one, but they wouldn't make it like must see TV. Like the bars are showing it, like
Yeah.
on Twitter's going off on it and stuff, and it's like the whole.
So at
thing,
the
yeah.
Jim Jeffries show, we used to always watch car chases in the office when they happened. So Jack, Luis, Katie Dirks, Pat Cunane, and I are still in a car chase club group chat. And so every time there's a car chase, one of us texts the link, and then we just keep. And Pat never responds, so it's always like, "Sorry, Pat."
But he did this time.
He did
was,
this
he was
time. He
watching
was
it
into
from
it.
wherever he is.
We're very
Pennsylvania.
committed to car chases.
All right, next comment. Best beer here in Australia now, in my opinion, is Stone and Wood Pacific Ale. Bill Burr always goes on about loving little creatures when he last toured. Doesn't surprise me VB lasts forever. It tastes like fermented cockroaches. I'll take a Budweiser for my personal favourite. Miller Chill over VB, even a Tooheys. That probably why did you find this comment? and
I
think-
thought you could explain it to me.
Okay, so I don't know what Stone and Wood is. Little Creatures is a Perth company, a little boutique beer. It's lovely beer. Little Creatures, yeah, I like Little Creatures.
Why
as well.
do people say it tastes like? Or what's VB then?
VB is the biggest selling. Victoria Bitter is the biggest selling beer in Australia, and it does last forever. They reckon, but it's like in a green can.
But does it taste like bugs?
It's just a generic beer. It's all right. I don't mind a VB. Tooheys is a better beer. Tooheys is your Sydney beer. Victoria VB's your Melbourne beer. Little Creatures not like Perth's beer. It's really the Perth's beer was Swan Lager. I don't know if it still exists. 4X is your beer of Brisbane. Every city has its own beer that it harps on about.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
Next.
I can't read that. Someone else read this one.
I got it. It's for Goon of Fortune tip.
Yeah, okay.
If
Rick.
there's a lean in the clothesline and you're feeling thirst, claim the lowest spot like a rigged roulette table. Also, you can do a turbo round where someone has to squeeze the bag as you pull the trigger for the standard 10-second skull. Hilarity and vomit most likely will ensue. Awesome game.
I didn't understand like any of that.
Jim?
Goon of Fortune is a game where you get cask red wine or white wine, and you put it on your clothesline, the Hills hoist that spins around, and then you stand underneath it and you spin it until it's something teenagers do.
Well, you
Gotcha.
mentioned it on the beer episode, I think, which is why they commented.
Gotcha,
Goon of
okay.
Fortune, but also it's
This felt like a riddle that I couldn't figure
Stand in a bit where it's rigged. It's like it's not like the clothesline spins like the Wheel of Fortune and goes woo around. It normally clunks along a few steps.
Got
And
6
then-
likes. This comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
no.
all your Aussie guys are coming out with your Goon of Fortune.
Yeah, Goon of Fortune. Yeah, it's the new one.
I don't know why they keep going small. What in the world? What happened?
What the heck is a tiny fishy bird?
There you go. I'm a tour guide 60 kilometers inland from Brisbane. We have the Gympie here. Gympie means pain. Gympie means lots of pain, which we didn't know.
Okay.
What was Gympie from?
Gympie's a town in
Yeah, but
Queensland.
why were we talking about it?
Remember the Gympie plant?
Oh yeah. It was
It's the plant that like will make your
It'll kill
hand
you?
hurt for
Okay,
like
okay.
years.
yeah, and you would rub. Why would you rub it on yourself?
You don't
don't.
want to.
Oh, we
Don't
watched that
rub it.
video of that guy who
yeah.
did it on purpose.
Forrest has dreams of moving to Australia and becoming a regional morning breakfast guy.
Yeah.
That's one of his dreams.
Yeah.
So when you do that, don't rub the Gympie plant.
Yeah. Well, dream is. I just I think it'd be a good. I'd be the sidekick.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can-
there's no reason
but
why
if I-
not.
But if I'm the sidekick, they're gonna rub the gimpy on me.
Oh, yeah.
That's, gimpy means little devil.
That'll be the Australian thing. All the radio.
Like,
there.
we got Forrest there. Yesterday, last week we got him with the drop bear, and this week
Don't tell anyone about the bloody drop bear. I've kept it away from it.
Yeah, this week we got him a little gimpy, and that's something a little treat we got him for.
Gimpy.
So now someone says it means little devil. So the internet's not consistent with what the gimpy means.
Here it just means a guy with a limp.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what this totally means, but I want your little friend to hook up with Jessica. The only link I have is that they are Grateful Dead fans. She is gorgeous. I have no idea.
That's
who
probably you.
That's about you.
you.
I know I'm the little friend, which I don't know why I'm a little friend, but I don't know who Jessica is. I don't
It's
know
a
what's
woman.
going-
That's how that
I
works.
figured
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
She's a gorgeous woman.
Yeah.
It's all right there in the comment,
This
Jack.
is the easiest comment.
All
to
of the
figure out.
information
Who
is
the
right
fuck
there.
is Jessica? There's no one. It was on a episode where there's no woman involved. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
they have a friend named Jessica. This was written to not you, to like one of us, I guess, to be like, hey, let's hook up Jack and Jessica. Cool names together.
I mean, they should give
Yeah,
us
they're
more
Grateful Dead
information about
fans.
Jessica.
That's what I'm
She's
saying.
Gorgeous. So let's see a picture. Send a picture of Jessica and
Yeah.
then
Come on,
send in some
Brainius.
stats. Like what is like, how are they going to get
Send
along?
us her Instagram.
Yeah. Link them
right.
up on Hinge.
Yeah, get us some pictures of Jessica before we move forward.
Yeah. Let's see how gorgeous she is.
Someone just found out we have a podcast. What the fuck? I didn't know you had a show. Just made my day.
All right, good to have you, Heather
All
Taylor.
right.
Yeah.
I was on episode 127.
All right, Heather.
Turns out our
never.
advertising is going great.
Better late than never. What's her little icon there? Or her little.
Don't be upsetty. Eat some spaghetti.
That's a good word to live by.
Heather's a solid girl.
Yeah, we like Heather.
JJ, you're so awesome. I too suffer with some of the same issues you do. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm a huge fan. Love you so much. Wish you the best always. Thanks for the laughs. XOX.
Well, good luck with the hemorrhoids. If that's what you're talking about.
Well, maybe it's all caps. It's
Our
all
fr-
like,
our-
they're
That
yelling.
person is screaming. at me.
We should mention
Hemorrhoids.
our friend Jay Leno had a
Oh,
fire,
yeah.
but I've heard he's home.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I heard he's home.
That would have been so fucking terrifying. So for people who don't know, he was working on his car in his garage and it just like blew up, right?
Well, we did an episode of his show where we did like soccer with a big propane tank, and we were in cars like Honda Civics, Honda Accords, and all these type of things, and Toyota Camrys. And it was a demolition derby where we just smashed up the cars and we smashed them. And I said to him, I said, shouldn't we be wearing like a fireproof suit or something like that? And he looked at me, he goes, why would the cars just catch on fire? And I said, I don't know. He goes, you've watched too many movies. And I was like, okay.
But that's propane. This was a gasoline fire, which is
No, but I thought the gasoline in my car, someone could smash into it. And
no. But propane is different than gas.
It's just the propane tank was empty.
the propane tank was empty. That was just the ball.
Oh, I see.
I'm not talking about the propane. We had gasoline in the car.
yeah,
And
okay.
that was my big thing. But I think,
I
look,
think it was probably like got out and then
it got out and then a fire started or
But,
whatever. But he's going to be okay.
But he was home like the next day, right?
Yeah,
Or
he's gonna be okay.
I mean, I
Oh,
hope
that's
he's
good,
okay.
yeah.
So yeah, it sucks.
I sent him a text on the day, but he didn't respond, the rude bastard.
He might have got some other texts.
Yeah. No.
Might have got a few other
He's a
ones.
bit busy. Bit busy.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Is it just me, or would Jim make a great Beetlejuice?
yes, I would.
It's got 9 likes.
Not just you, Gary.
Yeah. Gary, you are not alone. You know some lines from Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice.
No, that's what
No,
other
but
She
people
doesn't
say.
say that.
That's what Alec Baldwin says. Yeah.
Still a line from Beetlejuice.
That's
I know,
a good
but-
point. That's a good point.
Hey, he talks a little bit like this. I really like that.
Hey, rah, 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 rah. I could do it.
Okay.
I've already
man.
got it.
Killed it.
Just saw you guys in Columbus. Phenomenal. Jim, you have honed in on your craft.
True.
You did it.
And by far one of the elites. Always loved you, but found a new perspective on what a pro you truly are. Loved your openers too. Beyond
That was
worth
me.
every penny and
Yeah,
more.
Amos.
Thank you.
Amos and I.
Thank you.
By the way,
Thank you, Rocker
He
Party.
capitalized elites. You know why? Because,
Hollywood
Hillary
elites.
Clinton.
The
Hillary
Hollywood
Clinton,
elites.
Illuminati.
This is all just complimentary stuff. We want him to be a bit mean.
Well,
Oh, I'll read the one.
don't you want to feel nice?
I'll read you.
Yeah.
I'll read you the one the guy left me. Let me just read that one right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So you see what's going on here. Yeah, you read the next one because I got to pull it up.
Jim, huge fan of your comedy. Listening to the dates, I immediately booked for Taipei. Had to jump through loops to secure plane tickets to fly from Shanghai to Taipei, as flights are limited now to just one a week. This will be the first time I traveled outside China in over 3 years since COVID. The original Din Tai Fung is indeed the best. I had it in over a dozen cities. The original Taipei one is indeed the best. I've eaten there close to 40 years before I got my first teeth. What? Can't wait to see the show, man.
I was following for all of
This
it.
is just a crazy comment. There's a lot of information.
He got his first teeth. Also, he's a guy called Hank who lives in China.
Yeah.
And it
A lot of
looks
confusing
like
things here.
And it looks like his profile picture is 44 beats per minute, which might be his heart or a drum beat.
Drum beat.
It's his heart.
But isn't that crazy? He's a guy's flying to see you in a different
It's crazy
country.
that he
Yeah, but it's
didn't
only
get
one
his
flight.
feet.
It's only
teeth
an
until he
hour
was 40 years
flight.
old.
Still a flight. I don't know. I think it's cool.
No. It's very nice that he's flying, but it's like, look, his name's Hank, and he lives in China, and he only got his first teeth at 40. There's more.
There's more to the story.
There's more to it than him getting on a plane.
I know. I'm just saying there's a nice part, and then there's a very confusing part.
Yeah.
And he's the original Ding Tai Fung is indeed the best. Not that one mile away. Shit.
Oh, wait. Did we go to the original one last time?
I think we did. We went
It
to
was
one
so
in
good.
Taipei, yeah.
The way they do it. So here, if you go to Din Tai Fung, it's very good here. And there's different veggies over there because they don't have string beans and stuff like that. But here, there's always a line and a wait there. There, they have a line, but in line, you order. It's awesome. They should do it here. You order in line, and the line is still pretty quick. But by the time you sit, they've already been cooking your food. So you sit, and then the food comes to your table, remember? And then you're just eating. It's like, oh.
That's smart because
Oh
the
my God,
turnover
it's
is
so
so
good.
quick. You can
Yeah.
get
And
so many more
you
people
just
in.
look in the window while
Yeah.
you're lining up at the guys
Yeah.
making the dumplings.
There's a glass box of them just making dumplings
smart.
and
They
stuff
should
in
do
there.
it
It's
here.
so good. Yeah.
It's like they look like ninjas the way they're so fast with their fingers. Ninjas not because they're Asian, just because of their dumpling prowess. Oh, I think I said that pretty good.
Yep, you're covered.
Killed it. I think.
My wife. Okay, so my wife watched my new special, which is obviously isn't out yet, or whatever. But I watched the first edit of it, and there was a lot of jokes about my wife, and I got to give it up for her. She laughed the whole time.
Oh, good.
She watched them.
awesome.
Yeah, the joke that she laughed the most at is when I described her, and I went, my wife is British, sounds British, but she looks Indian. And I go, I've said that weird. British talky, Indian looky. Right? And my wife has been repeating that all around the house all the time. So I was worried that was going to be the ones that she didn't like.
Yeah.
What about the? No, I won't spoil anything.
No.
This is a really. This guy hates me. Do you want to hear it?
Yes,
Yeah.
read it.
Okay, here we go. Forrest Shaw, you self-serving, pretentious a-hole. By the way, this guy put this on my other podcast. Shut the hell up during the IDKAT podcast. He tagged our podcast on Instagram. Trying to make the host look bad the entire time with your elitist attitude is annoying as hell. So I'm trying to make you look bad.
With your elitist attitude.
Yeah. You're the Chanel West Coast, from I like her.
Yeah.
She's doing well. Like,
I
I
don't
only
know.
hope to be.
I don't know Chanel West Coast.
Yeah,
is.
from Ridiculousness.
Oh, she's one of my.
Yeah.
She's one of me faves. The
yeah.
women.
I can only
she's
hope
one
to
of-
be as good, as successful as her.
She's one of me crushes.
That's what people have said that I'm like her because I just laugh.
Yeah. He tagged her too, by the way, in case she wants to get of the podcast. Only worse because you think you're smart. Okay. I'm only 20 episodes in. Thank you for listening. And it drove me to actually look you up. Okay. Just a couple episodes ago, you referred to the worst type of person, an idiot who is too dumb to realize that they are, in fact, an idiot. I don't know what that means. I guess I'm an idiot. It's not your show, bud. Ask the questions and get out of the way.
Well, you got to win him over first.
I know. Hopefully, this podcast you're advertising means you have a lesser role at the IDKAT podcast.
Shit.
Jesus Christ, stop talking, especially right through the jokes. The namesake is speaking. ...
I am the namesake.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So there you go. There's a mean one. There
Yeah.
in the middle.
Well, I had to write something. You weren't getting the message
He's
directly.
gonna be so upset for 100 more episodes.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, thanks for listening, buddy.
All right, that's
ID
that's the Patreon podcast. Right, we got one more.
I'll end on one more.
You got some nice ones.
There was
Wait,
some people
there's
said
one with my name on it. What does it say?
it's nice.
Okay, it's good.
Kelly is looking good.
Okay.
All right. I was
Today
going to
there's
say
something
the same. She's glowing today. I guess being sober has its advantages. Kelly
Not sober
always
anymore.
looked good,
Well,
but
it's Michael
today there's
McDonald.
something different about with her makeup. I love her. and I want to have her babies.
Whoa.
I don't want to.
And I don't even want babies.
Neither does he, but he
But
wants
it's Michael McDonald.
He's back.
Telling me the things you want to do for me.
Who's Michael McDonald?
He's the Doobie Brothers.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy's he's rich. Come on, Kelly.
Should check out Pete Sellers in Murder by Death. Not sure if he was Charlie Chang or not, but another example of cultural fuckery.
Did you know Peter Sellers did Yellowface?
Yeah, Peter Sellers did everything. He was fantastic.
So did the guy in Breakfast at Tiffany's. What's his name? Mickey.
I think calling it Yellowface is more offensive.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I said this morning that sounds racist. Okay.
Strange. Both doors locked from inside, yet no way out. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I like it, but do not understand it. Maybe other way out of room. Secret passageway.
Wrong. There are no secret passageways, Mr. Wang.
You spoke?
No.
Not me.
All right, just for argument's sake, is this worse? And I know what the answer will be. Is this worse than him doing Inspector Clouseau and doing a bogus French impersonation?
Yes.
Okay, just wondering.
Because people don't like French people.
The French, you can beat up on the French all day.
Yeah. Them and Russians you can do all day.
Yeah,
No one cares.
Yeah, you can take the piss out of the French and Russians.
Yeah, I'm about to do next week. I'm doing a voiceover reel, and I was on the Zoom with her yesterday, and she was like, "What accents can you do?" I'm like, "What accents am I allowed to do?" And she went down the list, and it was like Southern accents in the U.S. no problem. Russian, I was like, "We can do Russian." She goes, "Yeah." Okay, yeah, you can just do whatever you want. I was like, "Oh, good."
Can I do a gay voice anymore? Because that used to be my go-to, doing a camp sort of fella. If he's white.
Probably. I don't know.
So I can go, "Oh, hi guys, it's really sweet to have you all here."
That's
I
like
can do that.
Gay Brad Pitt?
Just a really light one. Just like that. Can I do that?
None
Sounds
of
a
us
little
are,
bit like DJ.
So I
None
had
of
this.
us are gay. I don't know.
You only can learn from what you've fucking seen.
Yeah, I'm fine with it, but I'm not gay.
Allegedly.
And that'll wrap up the Patreon.
Well,
Something to think about.
I was going to ask if this was okay.
No?
Racist. If something was racist.
Okay, what's racist?
Well, I said this on the phone today out loud, and then it sounded racist. I said I hate leaf blowers.
I don't think that's racist
No,
at all.
that's not racist at
But
all.
it sounds like it's a racist term.
How?
No, it's
You're
not.
referring if you call someone a leaf blower.
Yeah, it's not racist
If
if
you
you say I
call-
hate leaf blowers, but if you said, "Hey, what's up, leaf blower?" Yeah.
Yeah, if you call someone a leaf blower, it's not good.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Okay, all right.
I know who you're talking about as well. Yeah, that's bad. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
I didn't call someone a leaf blower, but
Why
I
are
did-
you calling them leaf blowers?
Because I was walking Arnie and there was all these noises and there's like, there was like 5 leaf blowers. I just go, I hate leaf blowers. And I was on the phone with our buddy Al Jackson and he goes, that sounds like a racist term. Like if you're like, hey, what's up, leaf blowers? I didn't say it like that though. Anyways, that's our Patreon.
Good night.
Goodbye.